Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all give me 1 second. Oh, woo. Let me come back. Let me look at y'all. Let me see what's going on. Hey, Sherlock Holmes, good morning. First, let me give a shout out to Red Wings, honey, for Red Wings being the first in the building. Thank you, Red Wings. She was up early this morning along with your girl. I'm always up early. Y'all should thank Will Clin for this. I had no intentions of coming up here anytime soon, especially not to do a reaction video. So, but we're going to talk about Will Clinton. I did post a poll. So definitely react to the poll. Do you think Will Clinton is behaving like a girl? Now, the thing of it is, I want you to listen to the live, watch the live first, then react, okay? Because you guys don't even know what I'm talking about until, to react to the poll until you see everything that I'm going to present here to you today. But how y'all doing? It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. Oh, and of course, good morning to Sherlock Holmes. It's good to see you. It's always good to see y'all. It's 6 a.m. It's early. We're up with the morning sun, honey. Actually, now the sun starts kind of coming up around 5:40-ish, 5:45. Mm-hmm. So without further ado, honey, let's talk about Will Clinton. What is going on with Mahogany and Will Clinton? Well, let me fix my eyes, y'all. Well, I don't know Will Clinton. Will Clinton is somebody that hangs out in a subscriber of mine, somebody that I support. He hangs out in the chat room. I don't know if this dude comes on camera. I've never seen this dude. I don't know if he even hits panels. I don't know who he is. And so I gave this long, hard thought, y'all. I really did. But he should definitely count himself special because I don't do this very often. Okay. Especially not for people I consider trolls. Now, if you stay down in the chat room and you never hit panels and you never show yourself, and as y'all can see, that picture I thought was him, but then after I looked, so I went to his channel. Let me show you guys something. I went to his channel. And where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I might have closed his channel out. Hold on. Look, I didn't even keep his channel up. Hold on. Let me type it in. Let's get his channel back up here. Will Clinton. Okay. And let's hit the filters because nothing pops up right away. So we'll narrow it down. Let's narrow it down and find him. Okay, here he is. Okay, so it says he has 18 subscribers. Let me just show you guys his channel real quick. He doesn't do content. And so, like I said, this gave me pause because this is the thing. I have rules. And I do not typically, so let me cancel this. And now his channel is up. I typically do not go back and forth with people who are not YouTubers. It's a rule of mine because I feel like it's not fair because I have a platform. And at the end of the day, I take myself a little bit more seriously than just being a troll. I consider myself a true content creator in all sense of the word. I don't just come up here and go live. I edit. I do all kinds of things. I create. I do on my own, I play around, but I do beats. I do other things. And I actually get aggravated when I have to come up here and address trolls. I don't like it. It's a waste of my time. Y'all know I'm obsessed with Game of Thrones. I'm obsessed with House of the Dragons. And so that's where I've been every Sunday at 9 p.m., honey. That's where my mind has been. And I've been debating about whether to do more content on that. Because pretty soon, y'all, this channel is not even going to be up. And it's not necessarily because of Will Clinton, but it's because of people like Will Clinton. People like Will Clinton that lie, that hold on to stuff. Now, this nigga was in Chat Mafia's comments, bringing up something from damn 3 years ago. I lie to you not, and I'm going to share the comment section. 3 years ago. That's how bitch made these niggas are. He's bringing up China White. He's bringing up TMHC. He's bringing up Reg. Why, nigga? Your problem's with me. Why are you bringing up other people? That's how weak these Negroes are. When I say Negroes, I'm covering the female and male sex, because it's not just one sex that does this. They keep shit going. And they like to keep shit going between other content creators because they got a beef, or because they're sensitive, for whatever reason. So like I said, after this live is over, then you guys do the poll and tell me whether or not you think he's acting like a little girl, because I think he's acting like a little girl. Okay. But let's go ahead and share his channel. And I'm going to show you something. And this is why I don't take these people seriously. Will Clinton. Here you go. Oh, brother. Can you guys see that? So this is his channel. Now, I don't pay attention a lot of times. A lot of people think I do. I don't pay attention a lot of times. But upon looking at this picture really closely, let me make it bigger. Okay. Upon looking at this picture really closely, I realize that right there, was a picture of Action. I believe it's Action Potential. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know. So he doesn't even have a picture of himself. So I'm going to change my thumbnail picture also, you guys. But that was a picture of Action Potential. Take a good look at it. So this dude is a troll. He's a troll. He's not a content creator. He's basically, honestly, not really worth addressing, but I'm gonna do him this one great thing, okay? Especially since he wants to bring up other content creators. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go get the history. How did this whole thing start? Well, Reg was doing a show. If y'all haven't noticed, I watch Reg regular. He's one of y'all that I watch consistently. There's several of y'all that I watch consistently, whether I'm in the chat or not, whether I participate in the chat or not. I go back, I replay, and Reg is one of those people that I like. I find his show very entertaining. I like his news. I like when he talks about sports. I like his show. I genuinely do. So they were having a discussion. It veered off from politics, and they started talking about women, and they started talking about, being a man and their responsibilities. And, I chimed in and gave my opinion as far as duties at home and how I think it should be shared. Despite your sex, I think duties should be shared in the household, especially if both people work. So I came up there to give my opinion. Here goes Will Clinton in the comments. Oh, Prozac girl is up there. Now, y'all know what I do for a living. I did take pharmacology. I am a licensed dental hygienist, so I do know about medication, but I had to look it up, to be honest, just to make sure. I'm like, Prozac, let me see what this nigga is talking about. And so I looked it up and all the things that it's used for. And let me just say this, my comments from my prior video, please do not take offense to my comments. A lot of y'all, listen, if it don't apply, let it fly. I am not making fun of mental illness. I am not making fun of anybody that takes meds. Listen, I'm not. But at the same time, I'm not going to let people in this space just lie on me and just blurt out shit, just pull shit out of their ass. So as I'm contributing, and keep in mind, y'all, we just having a conversation. All of us are just having a conversation with the typical people out there that pretty much I get along with, that I know of, unless it's something that I don't know. You had Mr. Joe up there, Joe W. You had AC. I love AC. Reg. So I don't believe there was anybody up there that I had a problem with. I don't even remember everybody that was on the panel. Here he go, Prozac girl. So he starts with me. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I don't even be looking. I'm literally most of the time on my phone. And I don't have my phone on comments. Hey, Legs. So I had to go back and look, and that's when I saw his comment. I thought it was kind of humorous. I did a little video, made a little joke out of it. Thought it was humorous. Oh, child, but these niggas be in their feelings. So while I was out and about working, doing stuff, I see John Allen has shared a little bit of my video. And he shared, me just kind of clowning, just making fun of Will Clinton. So let's go to that video, y'all, because I don't like to just tell y'all stuff. I like to show y'all so y'all can see, even though I have no reason to lie, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to address the things that he said in the comment section. In somebody else's comment section, by the way, not my comment section, but somebody else's comment section. Why is it that the people that have a problem with me, I don't even know who they are most of the time, and I never go to their, like, I didn't even know this dude. I didn't know whether or not he had a channel or not. These people always have so much to say about me, but they don't know me. So let's share. We're going to share Chat Mafia. And then I'm going to get into some other things with you guys, okay? But just kick back, relax, go get your coffee, go get your bagels, go get your orange juice, whatever you normally have. Let's see. So now we're on Chat Mafia. Chat Mafia. Hold on. Let's go to right.
You talking about me? Prozac. Now I went because I didn't even know what the fuck Prozac was. I've never done drugs a day in my life. I've never been on those type of prescription meds a day in my life. I'm on meds, but not for psychiatric stuff. Maybe your ass should be on there for psychiatric stuff. Okay. But Prozac is taken for like depression and shit like that. Mahogany ain't never been depressed a day in her life. What the fuck are you talking about? Just in the chat room talking nonsense, just letting your fingers go loose, just a bunch of bullshit. And this is why I ignore a lot of you niggas when I go over there. I don't know you niggas. Now, Chat Mafia, like I said, I have nothing against John. His name is John the Ambulance. I don't have nothing against him. But nigga, y'all are gonna stop playing with me. Like I said, if you're concerned about my funds and my finances, why don't you go ahead and donate? On a serious note, I could use your donations. We're going through some serious stuff right now. One of our beloved dogs has passed, so if you want to
Sorry, y'all. I'm just a talking and talking. But let's look at him. Let's look at Will Clinton in the comments. Prozac girl didn't have enough energy for TMHC in China White. She ran over to Reg crying. And why she lie about I was on her page? I don't like llamas. First of all, have I ever said that he was on my page? Have I ever said, see, this is what I'm talking about, slow niggas. The comprehension is bad. Have y'all ever heard me say that this nigga was on my page? Here he go again, because he's in his feelings, y'all. How you look like Bert with a voice like Ernie? And then here I go. Are we talking about looks? Well, please don't make me do it. So here he is 2 or 3 times in the chat room, definitely in his feelings. Let's get to this comment about TMHC and China White. Prozac girl didn't have the energy for TMHC and China White. She ran over to Reg crying. And why she lie about I was on her page? I don't like llamas. All right, let me come back to y'all. Now you see why I don't respect you niggas. A lot of y'all. Now you see. Good morning, Mel. Good morning. Thank you. Now do you see? So I'm up on the panel, minding my business, contributing to the conversation with people I know, like AC, like Mr. Joe, like Reg. There was a nigga up there named Joshua. We all know that something's wrong with Joshua. Joshua's up there. He's about the only nigga over there that I don't really like. Hey, Jay Shine. Good morning, honey. Jay Shine, you came at a time where I won't say I'm behaving badly, brother. But I'm not doing what I want to do. And what I like to do is educate. And what I like to do is bring our people together. But sometimes some of y'all, and I'm talking about the men and the women, some of y'all need a little bit of this. Or just this. Some of y'all need a reality check. And as tired as I am, honey, and as much stuff as I have to do, I will take time out for you, Will Clin, because apparently nobody has taken time out to show you that they give a damn about you. So Mahogany Roots is going to do this for you. Because you've been wanting and begging and yearning for my attention ever since I hopped on that panel. And why, I don't know. I don't know what I said that got you triggered. I don't know what I did that got you triggered. But we're going to address the lies. Please tell me when, what did he say? TMHC and China White and all these people came for me. What are you talking about? Oh, let's talk about it. So you talking about TMHC, because TMHC was several women that made a group. And a few of those women were trolling people's channels. I've already talked about this. I'm not going to keep on talking about this. But because we got fuck niggas that like to bring shit up from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago because they're whole weirdos. Well, now I got to bring it. Now I'm going to address it again. This will be my final and last time addressing this bullshit. First of all, I never said you weren't on my channel. I'll play the video again. I never said you were on my channel. I said you were in Reg's chat room calling me Prozac girl. You must know what Prozac is. I had to look it up just to make sure that, to see what you were talking about. Because unlike y'all, I don't just go spewing shit out of my mouth and I don't know what I'm talking about. So apparently you know about that medication. I'm just saying. I didn't really know per se. It's been a while since pharmacy class, honey. So I had to freaking go back and look up the medication. But you knew what it was. So that's point number 1. Number 2, let's get back to TMHC and China White. I don't have a problem with TMHC or China White. Never did. I had a problem with certain members in that group. And I've already said the problem I had with those women in that group. And I'll call them out. One was Celeste. Because Celeste decided to strike up a live at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning talking about Mahogany Roots. After something happened on a panel that I guess she had a problem with, and her and some other ladies decided to blame me. And I'm not saying everybody that was over there blamed me. That's not what I'm saying. But there was a chosen few. Okay. One of them is as I'm not, you know what? Because you're going to take me there. And I'm not trying to go there. I'm not trying to go to the past. But I said who I had a problem with from that group because they were trolling and they were bothering people that wasn't bothering them. That was Celeste, purple wig wearing Celeste, and that was goddamn Mother Earth. And that was because even when I, just like you, little girl, even when I was nowhere to be found in the chat room, these people had something to say about mahogany fruits. I would go over to Grandmaster Troll, I would go over to other places, and they're mentioning me in people's chat rooms or in people's comments. I go over to support after me and Sweet Life of Atari made up. I go over to support Sweet Life of Atari, and Mother Earth has got my name in her mouth. I already addressed these people. What the fuck that got to do with your ass? What does that have to do with you, Will Clin? You a bitch. And this is why people like you don't get respect from me. Have y'all ever asked yourself why Mahogany Woods is able to get along with so many men? And I mean a lot of men in the space and women. But there's a few that just can't stand me. Have y'all ever asked yourself that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I don't get along with fuck niggas. I only like real niggas around me. I don't get along with niggas that do fuck nigga shit like what he just did. He calling out other YouTubers' names that ain't got shit to do with shit. Then he lying, saying that I said he was on my channel. I never said you were on my channel, nigga. Good morning. Good morning. And I'm sorry because I got real gentlemen in the building. Shout out to, let me say hello. Shout out to the real gentleman, Sac Passe. This dude is so motivational. He does workout videos, y'all. This is Wake and Bake, honey. Shout out. Shout out to We On Lock. Shout out to Jay Shine, honey, the homie. So, I hate doing this type of stuff. I don't like addressing men. I don't like addressing women. But when y'all do fuck nigga shit, I got to address it. So, he's bringing up other YouTubers. Now he's bringing up China White. So I've already talked about this. And just for your information, fuck boy, just for your information, me and China White get along just fine, you idiot. Because what he's talking about is something that happened probably over 3 years ago. That's how cuckoo these people are. I think after that, I've been on panels with China White. After that show with Reg, supposedly, what did he say? Let me go back to the comments so I'm not lying on somebody. Let's go back to the comments and see what this nigga said in the comments. Hold on, y'all. Let me make it bigger. Oh, Father. Okay. So y'all, my eyes are bad. Let me go back. She didn't have the energy for TMC in China White, and she ran over crying. And why did I lie that she was on my page? Well, let's listen to this. When y'all tell me when I said that he was on my page. Tell me when I said that. Or did I say he was in Reg's chat room? See, these niggas are slow, man. You slow. I need you slow motherfuckers to get the fuck off the internet. Go take your Prozac. Go see your shrink. Go fucking read a book, you ignorant motherfucker, and get the fuck out of my motherfucking face.
Just link later. Now let's get to Will Clinton. Will Clinton, you bitch nigga. I don't know you. Why are you talking about me? Prozac. Now I went because I didn't even know what the fuck Prozac was. I've never done drugs a day in my life. I've never been on those type of prescription meds a day in my life. I'm on meds, but not for psychiatric stuff. Maybe your ass should be on there for psychiatric stuff. Okay. But Prozac is taken for like depression and shit like that. Mahogany ain't never been depressed a day in her life. What the fuck are you talking about? Just in the chat room talking nonsense. Just letting your fingers go loose. Just a bunch of bullshit.
Sorry. Did y'all hear me say that he was over here? Or did y'all hear me say he was in the chat room on Reg's channel? He was in the chat room on Reg's channel. Of course, he's never been over here because I actually do content. He's one of those people that just wants bullshit and drama. He's bringing up TMHC. He's following women. He's following TMHC and China White. And there's nothing wrong. Like I said, I don't have an issue with those women. But that goes to show you the type of person he is. Once again, the poll is at the top. Do you think he's acting like a little girl? Because I think he is. Now, Will Clinton, I did you a whole solid here, honey. I did a whole show just dedicated to you. Now, from what I understand, you're in a different country. You're not even you don't even live in the United States. I usually don't even like people from Britain, or I don't even know where the fuck you're from. I don't really engage in conversation. From no offense, I don't feel like y'all. I don't know you. At the end of the day, I don't know where you're from. I do not know you. Okay. So this will be the final and last thing that I say as far as you're concerned. If you want to talk to me, you know where to find me. I'm about to drop the link. Otherwise, just leave me alone. Because I plan on leaving you alone. I don't block niggas. I don't block niggas. One reason I don't block motherfuckers is because I like to see what's going on. So in case you get out of the pockets, I can light your ass up. Okay. This is it. I have nothing else to say. The poll is at the top. Let me drop this link for Will Clinton. I'm not gonna call you a brother because, like I said, I don't know you. I don't know. These are the niggas that have so much to say. You could be, you know. So like we said, like I just said earlier, I don't even think that's his picture. That picture looks like Action Potential. So Action Potential, I owe you an apology for having that picture up in the thumbnail. I will take it down after this live stream because this is what we're dealing with right now. Let me show y'all what we're dealing with. This nigga right here. A faceless motherfucking troll. These are the people like to get up in my comment section and call me ghetto gagger and call me fat and tell me I'm broke and I have a $5 net worth. You know, all these lies. That's what that's you. You're faceless. You don't come on panels. You don't, you know what I'm saying? The link is dropped. If you're going to address me, address me. Even if, let's say, because we know you're not productive, okay? And I don't know what time it is in whatever country you're in. I don't know what country they said you're in, but chances are you're probably not up because you're not productive, okay? But even after this live, you feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to email me, mahoganywithnmj@gmail.com, so maybe we could discuss it. If you don't want to discuss it with me, then leave my name out of your mouth. Because you don't know me and I don't know you. And I'd like to keep it that way. I have no respect for niggas like you. You in women's business. You bringing up women. Your dumb ass don't even know that I'm cool with the people that you brought up. I don't have no problems with China White. Right after that incident happened on Reg, when me and China White got into it, I did. I cursed China White. I cursed her. She cursed me. Some shit happened on another panel that got carried on to another panel, right? It was a brother named, I hate going through all this, y'all. I do, because this is 3-4 fucking years ago. And I've already gone over this. I invited some ladies of the space over to my friend Alfie Kingdom's channel. A troll came up there. Shit went awry. In the middle of the night, Celeste from TMHC struck up a live. Her and a lady named Bomb Cherry, Oh, well, you know what? I just don't understand why Mahogany would invite us ladies over there for those men to attack us. Anybody that knows Alpha Kingdom, and China White knows Alpha Kingdom, knows that he's not the type of man to attack any fucking woman. But that's where the rumor got started. China White ended up joining the panel, and it was fine. Nothing happened between us. I felt some type of way about the way the panel turned out, and I handled it wrong. We confronted each other. I confronted China on Reg's panel. This is 2-3 years ago, y'all. So forgive me if I don't get every little step correct, but I got trolls out here on the lurk, kind of watching my every move from 3-4 years ago. They telling it wrong. So I'm here to tell it right. So we got into it over at Reg. Then I saw China White at Mace Taggart. Shout out to my baby Mace Taggart. I need to go pay him a visit. And we had a great conversation. I even chatted with her in the back chat. So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And that's what I'm talking about. You niggas be on here just wanting drama to happen, and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't have a problem with those women. I got a problem with you. And this type of fuck nigga shit that you're on. Do me a favor, leave my name out your mouth, nigga. Leave those women name out your mouth. At the end of the day, you getting in the middle of women business. Vote. Is he acting like a little girl? I would dare say yes. And get you a whole fucking life. Now, y'all, I'm up early like I am every morning because I try to be productive. I've got a lot of yard work, honey. Because Mahogany ain't trying to pay nobody $300 a month. I got gardening to do. I got hedges to trim. I got mulch to put down, honey. So I ain't got time to do all this with you niggas. Now, I will say, let's get away from that. Let me just say this. It's July. July, I found out, is the month for fibroids. Now, this channel is a lot of things, but most importantly, it's an educational channel. I don't like doing shows like this. I don't know if you guys can tell. It really aggravates me. But if I must do shows like this, I'm going to also educate at the same time. So this is Fibroids Awareness Month. I'm going to share a few. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm going to share a few. Let me see. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense, y'all. But let me just leave this with some positivity. It's Fibroids Awareness Month. Before I get to that, I want to address another lie that was told over there on Regis. Let me just say something to you gentlemen on Brent Regis. I have nothing. I don't know you guys. I have nothing against you guys. Because there was another gentleman that spewed something that he heard. Let me make this clear. No one is putting their hands on Mahogany Roots. If you're concerned about Mahogany Roots getting her ass beat or her man putting his hands or whatever, you need to come over here and talk to me about it. Or even talk to my man about it. He'll come on camera and talk to you about it. But don't go on other people's platforms and spread lies. I have never came over here and told y'all that my man puts his hands on me. So that's another lie that was spewed over there on Regis in the heat of battle, right? Me going at it with another YouTuber. And I'm still trying to figure out, well, where you niggas getting this shit from? Where are y'all getting this stuff from? Y'all just making shit up out your head. That's what we do when we get angry. Good morning, Third. Good morning. If y'all get a time, watch this from the beginning and then it'll make sense. I'm addressing Will Clin and some comments that he made. It says, I didn't know that. I got a homegirl dealing with. Oh, yes. So let's get back onto the important business. Thank you, Jay Shine, for keeping me on track. And I want to say this. I had a show with the brother Jay Shine. Lord Jesus, I'm having a moment. My group, our group, we are going to come back on. I've been dealing with medical issues. Y'all know that. I come up here and share a lot of stuff, probably unnecessarily, some might say, but I like to share. This is therapy for me. And I've talked to y'all about my battle with infertility. And during my battle with infertility, I found out that I had fibroids. Now, what I did not know is that a lot of the medicines that you take when you go through IVF, like estrogen, high doses of estrogen and high doses of progesterone, those are hormones. But in high doses, they can cause fibroid growth and they can cause them to get seriously large. So this is the educational part of the show. It's fitting. We're talking about a woman named Will Clinton. So we're going to talk about female health issues. Okay. Catch. But seriously, Black women are affected in very high numbers when it comes to fibroids. And it's concerning. Just as if, like with Black men are highly affected with prostate. And I can get into all the nuances of why, you know, they're not sure exactly what causes fibroids. Now, there are studies that, you know, it's saying that it could be highly related to diet. So I'm going to share a few things with you guys, informative stuff that I have found out myself. But yes, I suffer from fibroids. And my fibroids have gotten quite large. I think I told you guys about that. And I will be waiting on surgery right now. That's why you guys have not been seeing me on camera, because I honestly haven't been feeling well. But I am waiting on my surgery to have those removed. The cool thing is that they have so many options now. You know, back in the day, they used to go straight to hysterectomy for Black women, straight to hysterectomy. So many women I know in their 40s, they might have wanted more kids, but, you know, it was recommended hysterectomy. And that's because they feel like, you know, getting older, your chances of getting pregnant is lower anyway. And then a lot of women at that age might not want any more kids. But for me, I still believe I got one left in me, honey. So I'm trying to hold on to my uterus. And then also a reason that I want to hold on to my female organs, ladies, that you want to hold on to your female organs if you can, is because those hormones are vital to keeping you in regulations. The hot flashes and just the mood swings, those hormones contribute to balancing those things out. So once you remove that whole organ, a lot of things change, you know. And then sex, your pleasure from sex, you know, might be affected. That's something I guess I have to look into, because I haven't really looked into that. Oh gosh, a lot of y'all came up in the building. Hey, Narratives, shout out to you, sweetie. I said shout out to you. If you get a chance, watch this from the beginning, because I did mention you, but I was talking about Will Clinton. I don't consider you gentlemen here to be the type of man he is. And I'm hoping that Will Clinton proves me wrong. And like I said, we'll find out if I'm right or wrong, because if after this moment, when I no longer talk about you and I no longer address you, and you still continue to talk about me from the chat room, and you refuse to hit any link to talk to me face to face, then we know what we're dealing with. But if you address me, then you'll be a man in my eyes. But if you can't address me and you stay your ass down in the chat room where it's safe, and other people's chat room remind you, then no, you can't address me, honey. You got to grow up here before you deal with mahogany roots. Now, let's get back to this, y'all. Give me a second. Hey, Paulos, it's good to see you, sweetie. Because this fibroid business it's you know, it's affecting a lot of women, particularly African American women. And all of you men deal with you deal with women, period. So you want, you know, this is, especially if you're a man of age and you're dealing with a woman. Women have been known to have issues even in their late 20s and 30s with fibroids. So just, it's good to have this information. Maybe your woman is complaining about painful sex or heavy periods. She's bleeding a lot, cramping, bloating. She can't figure out why her stomach is pooching out. She could have an issue with fibroids, and she might need to get it checked out. Okay. So let me just share just quick videos for our education, and then we'll get on up out of here and enjoy the rest of our day. Okay. So let me see if I can find these videos. History. And on my history. Okay. I'm gonna try and choose short videos so we're not here all day. God, I watch a lot of videos. I didn't realize I watched this many goddamn videos. Okay, hold on. Let's do there's so many good videos. Hold on, sweet loves. Let's watch this one. Okay. Share. Share screen. Signs of fibroids.
Here at Channel 7, I had a fibroid tumor growing inside me about the size of a football, and I had no idea. Well, turns out a lot of women have problems with fibroids, women I work with, family members. But another woman I met recently, Robin Brown, wants to share her frightening ordeal so other women won't suffer like she did. Growing confidence, popular in the life of any room she would walk into.
My dream as a child was to grow up. I wanted to be an author, I wanted to be a wife, and I wanted to be a mom.
But in her quiet time, she was suffering from excruciating pain from her menstrual cycle beginning at the age of 16.
I was in school, and she took me to the doctor, of course, and they did an ultrasound. That's when we found out that I had fibroids.
The pain and bleeding from those fibroids were horrendous, but her doctor said not to worry.
Cramping really, really bad.
The kind that would stop you in your tracks?
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal?
That is not normal.
Dr. Omar Zuwain is a surgeon with Ascension Medical Group. He says uterine fibroids are common and often lead to a hysterectomy. 80% of Black women and 70% of white women develop fibroids, but extreme pain and bleeding are warning signs.
If you feel something is not right, let's say your cycles are getting heavier, you're getting the cycles more often, you're having more bleeding between your cycles, you're feeling more pressure, it's always ideal to consult with your gynecologist.
Robin did just that. At 18, the doctor told you what?
That they had grew some, so they were about the size of a dollar piece, but nothing to worry about.
Those fibroids continued to grow and led to a miscarriage.
And I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm like cramping really, really bad. And I'm like, something is not right.
Losing a baby, devastating, but her problems were far from over. Her body started attacking her.
I can't walk. Like I felt like someone had a knife and was just stabbing me.
An MRI would reveal a large fibroid the size of a 9.5-pound baby, and it was sitting right on top of Robin's uterus. The fear? Cancer was feeding that giant tumor.
It grew in such a short amount of time, and they didn't know what was feeding it.
Dr. Zwain and a gynecologist-oncologist from Ascension Providence would perform Robin's surgery. Robin petrified.
I lost my mom in 2014 to cancer, so hearing oncologist is like, what's about to happen?
Once this giant tumor was out, it was biopsied for cancer, but came back negative. 6 additional fibroids were removed, and the silver lining? Dr. Zwain miraculously was able to save her uterus. And so she can have a baby now. Wow.
She still has a uterus and she can have a baby.
And while Robin can have her happy ending, she has a message for other women.
Don't suffer in silence, because there's other women out here that experience the same thing that you're going through.
So, I remember hearing about fibroids when I was younger, hearing women talk about it. And I never knew I had them until I was in my late 30s. So I never had an issue till later on. And like I said, I honestly believe my IVF, me being on those medications for 3 years, those high doses of estrogen, and for such a long period of time, contributed to my fibroids getting larger. But I wanted to share that because this is Fibroid Awareness Month, and it affects everybody. She lost her baby. She had a miscarriage due to her fibroids choking. Basically, if the fibroid's growing, it could take up the space that the baby needs. It could choke off blood supply to not only the baby, but to her. Fibroids can be very dangerous if you let them get out of hand and if they get very large. They can cause a lot of issues. They can cause problems with your bladder because they're a muscle tissue that grow out of control. Based on the research that I've done, they believe it's related. They really don't know, honestly, what causes them, because I've heard everything from, people kind of alluding to the fact that maybe it's the chemicals that Black women use. And that's why I really don't. I don't think that. I'm going to be honest. Anything with chemicals, whether you're talking about hair care products or whether you're talking about chemicals in makeup or deodorant, anything with chemicals, is probably not healthy for the body. But there's no scientific data that proves that perms necessarily cause fibroids. However, there is scientific data, and I'm about to share this with you, that correlates a high sugar glycemic diet with fibroids. So, cutting back on unnecessary carbs, instead of eating white bread, eat wheat bread. Instead of eating white rice, eat brown rice. Kind of cut back on those unrefined carbs and sugars, okay? Or be mindful of them, okay? Because I want you guys, ladies and gentlemen, to be very healthy and here with us for a long time. I got one more video to show you about fibroids. I know this is getting yes, and thank you, Mel. And hereditary factors also do play a part. I've got so many videos, and I don't want to bore you with my scientific stuff because I watch a lot of stuff about health. And there's a doctor that he's showing the studies and the stats. But so African American and women in high numbers tend to struggle with them. You heard 80% versus our Cajun counterparts. They're at 70%. We also tend to get it at a younger age, and we tend to suffer more severely, meaning ours are larger. But from the scientific data that I saw, I'm not going to share because it's hours, y'all, hours long. From the scientific data that I saw, they believe it's highly related to the type of diet. And so we know African Americans, we have our diet, soul food, and I love it. I'm not going to lie to you, tends to be very high in carbs. Macaroni and cheese. Down here I'm in the South. Every meal, honey, every meal we got to have rice, white rice, beans and rice, chicken, corn and rice. Okay. Hoppin' Johns, rice. You see what I'm saying? Red rice, fish and rice, pilaf rice, just biscuits and gravy. Really high carb diet. And our children eat that way from a young age. So when you think about it, it makes sense. So just be mindful. My friends, I had a family member. Let me show you something. One of my friends is, and he is an herbologist. Can y'all see me? That's why I hate moving around and I lose my place and stuff like that. Okay. So one of my friends is an herbologist, and I order a lot of stuff from him. Y'all know I love to go to nature first. And I'm always telling y'all, go to nature first. There's several healthy things that I've recommended to y'all. We talked about black seed oil. We talk about maca root. It's very good for energy. Black seed oil is really good for keeping your blood sugars down. So is apple cider vinegar with the bacteria. It's good for your digestion. So this right here is soursop. All my people from the islands, these are soursop leaves. You just stipend this in some hot water. It's believed to be very good for a lot of different things. And one of the things my friend told me is that it helps relieve, doesn't help get rid. Just think about it. If you've got super large fibroids, it's, sometimes this might not be able to shrink it, but it can help deal with some of the symptoms. Okay. The cramping, the bloating. So these are soursop leaves. But get yourself checked out, ladies. You can request an ultrasound if you're having symptoms of constipation, symptoms of, you're urinating every 5 minutes, you're bloating, you look pregnant for no reason, just you're almost feeling pregnant. You could have a large fibroid. So request an ultrasound. You are entitled to that. If I can help y'all, I'm the type of person, if I could help anybody, I want to help people. And fellas, this concerns you because you might have a woman that's, in her 30s, in her 40s. Some women go through it in their late 20s, and you're wondering what's going on. Why is she complaining about sex? What's going on with her? She's been bleeding for 3 weeks straight now. What's going on? It could be fibroids, and you should tell her to go get checked out. Okay. I'm going to share one more video, y'all, and then I'm going to oh, Megamind. So let me just say this. I was talking about Will Clinton, and I didn't realize that he has a picture of Megamind up there. I will take that down, and I'm going to put a different thumbnail up there. I have no beef with Action Potential, okay? I have no beef with him. My beef is with Will Clinton, okay? But Will Clinton is a troll, so instead of him having his own picture, he's got a picture of Action Potential up there. Like I said, I normally don't address trolls, but since he's begging for my attention, I do him this one solid. One more video to share with you guys, okay? Shrink fibroids. Let's see. My fibroid. Hold on. Let me see. YouTube feed history. I gotta click on something. Hold on. Let's do this one. This is a good one. Hold on now. Okay. Gotta make sure I'm on the right video. 1 second. Here we go. This is it.
Exploring a debilitating health issue that have many women suffering in silence.
Some think their symptoms are normal while others put off treatment. Our Courtney Guzman has more on her battle with fibroids and why women should be paying more attention to them.
An estimated 80% of Black women 50 and younger will be affected by fibroids. I am one of them. I found out I had them years ago, but it wasn't until last summer that I actually had to do something about it. I had surgery to correct the problem and was off for work for 7 weeks. I shared my story with my followers on social media, and that's when I discovered just how common of a disease this is for women of color. This story is designed to equip you with more information about fibroids, the toll they can take on your life, and to let you know about new developments that may better explain what causes them. As a warning, some of the images you're about to see may be graphic for some viewers.
I'm nervous, understandably.
This is Joanne. She's 30 years old and getting ready to undergo a surgery she hopes will change her life.
You don't really want to do anything. My heating pad has become my best friend. It's the only thing that really, provides relief.
We'll go to the operating room. Really?
Last August, Joanne was diagnosed with uterine fibroids, which are non-cancerous tumors that grow in and on the uterus. This is a look at Joanne's abdomen as she lays flat. The bulge you see caused by her fibroids.
The largest one is probably a small cantaloupe.
And this is what that cantaloupe-sized fibroid looks like on an MRI. It's pushing on Joanne's spine.
If I happen to lay on my back, it's an immense pressure on my back. So if I lay on the side, you can actually feel the shift.
Fibroids can go from...
Illinois Masonics Dr. Abraham Shashua specializes in minimally invasive gynecological procedures, including those using a robotic arm. He will be removing Joanne's fibroids during an open myomectomy due to the advanced state of her case.
Women can have a large fibroid pressing on their colon and cause constipation. They can have a fibroid pressing on their bladder that causes urinary frequency. The nerves of the back can be affected by the weight of the fibroids, and that causes the back pain.
Other symptoms include bloating, pain during intercourse, fatigue, anemia, and heavy and extended periods of menstrual bleeding.
I have to line my car with towels just to get to work because I may have an accident. And then this is awful for patients. They've shared these stories with me.
Dr. Cheryl Wolf also treats patients with fibroids at Rush University Medical Center.
I had a patient come in to see me, and she said, I was standing up, I was doing a presentation, and blood clots started running down my legs. And, and this is not an uncommon story.
Especially among women of color who are 3 times as likely to suffer from fibroids.
80% of our patients that we see are African American with fibroids. Now they're at a point where they would like to get pregnant, and they're told that all of a sudden, well, these fibroids can impact your fertility.
African American women have more severe disease with uterine fibroids. They develop disease at an earlier age.
Dr. Elizabeth Stewart is a consultant and professor of obstetrics and gynecology for the Mayo Clinic. She says fibroids lead to nearly half of all hysterectomies performed in the U.S. Black women are twice as likely to have a hysterectomy. Part of the reason may be because fibroids can come back even after they've been surgically removed. On social media, many women shared with me after the second or third.
Okay, so they're just basically repeating what I've already said. Ladies, if you believe you have a fibroid, request for ultrasound. There's different ways. They can see it through a CT scan. They can see it through MRIs, pelvic exam. How do I know? Because I've taken all these exams. They can see it through ultrasounds. Gentlemen, if you're with a lady and she's complaining about certain things, heavy periods, bleeding and stuff, it doesn't right out mean that it's a fibroid, but it's something to be checked into. Things are changing. Science is advancing. Like I said, back during my mom's day, that was the first thing they did was let's do a full hysterectomy. And a full hysterectomy is where they remove all the female organs. They remove the uterus, the egg, the ovaries, the fallopian tubes, everything. Sometimes they do a partial hysterectomy where they take out the uterus and then they leave the eggs and the fallopian tubes so those hormones can still be produced. And I just, but every situation is different. Now you got people carrying around quite large fibroids. And most people don't have debilitating symptoms. I had very debilitating symptoms. And, you heard this, you just saw the video. You got women that are bleeding through their clothes. They can't even work. It can be very debilitating. I had the anemia. I was feeling tired all the time, just unusually tired. I would do 1 or 2 things around the house and I would just be exhausted. So I went to the doctor. They tested me. I was anemic. And anemia is basically low blood count, low iron because of the fact that you're losing blood a lot of times somewhere else. And so the fibroid is a muscle, so it's taking that blood. It's taking blood is being used to fuel the fibroid. So that's another sign. So if you're real lethargic, real tired, you don't know why, that could be a reason why. But thanks to thank you so much, Third. Thanks to advancement in science, you no longer have to just have your uterus removed. And even though they might recommend it, you are in charge of your health. You are in charge. This is your life. They can't make you do anything. There are some, like I said, it's based on case by case because some of these things can really, really be debilitating. And if you're not interested in having kids anymore and you just want to be rid of it, or if you've already had a myomectomy, meaning just removing the fibroids, if you've already had that done multiple times and you don't want no more kids anymore, by all means, have the hysterectomy. But like now they have the robotic myectomy. That's where they just directly take out the fibroids. And they also have something, I forgot what it's called, but it's where they inject a medication into basically the veins of the fibroid. You'd be sedated and they will inject a medication into the veins of the fibroid through your, I can't think of how it's done, through some kind of incision, but they inject something that shrinks the fibroid immediately. But with shrinking it, you got to realize there's always that chance of it coming back. Okay. So I had to do that. This channel is largely based on education, Black unity, and Black love. Yes, every once in a while I get down in the gutter with niggas, but ultimately that's what this channel is about. Okay. So now that we done got all that out the way, honey. Peace to you all. Y'all have a good morning. Hey, Conscious Energy. Oh, you don't have a wrench? I'll give you a wrench. Conscious Energy is the welcome brother. He is the channel holder. So you will have your wrench, okay? Y'all give me time. It take me time to do things. I don't know if you guys are Game of the Throne fans or House of the Dragon fans. I will be uploading videos and shorts about the series. It comes on HBO Max every Sunday at 9. Okay, you might want to get into it, honey. But your girl will be doing a review. So if you're into that, check out some of my videos coming up real soon. But yeah, I haven't been on here like that, y'all, because I'm dealing with stuff. You know what I'm saying? I am preparing for surgery, so I don't have time to go back and forth with trolls and wannabe YouTubers. Okay, I don't have the time. If you guys just got here, please, if you know, take some time while you're not doing nothing, riding in your car, and watch the video from the beginning. Then it'll all make sense, honey. Oh my God, Jason. I love Game of Thrones. I've been telling everybody about it. Hey. I keep up with some of y'all, and she's somebody I keep up with, so I'm happy to see you. Sister George, they got me up here acting ratchet, honey. But I did bring in a little education on top of it. Y'all, I do got some things I got to do this morning. Seriously, I do yard work. I try to get up in the morning and get a little exercise in and do all this and do all that. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Let me see. My aunt's turned into cancer 2 times. It says she beat it in the 80s with a tumor that big, removed, then regrowth, and the spread of cancer into, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your auntie. May she rest in peace. And so that would be a case where, yes, removing it is absolutely the best thing to do. Like I said, yeah, you guys, you've got to take your health and your body into your own hands. Okay. I call it deductive reasoning. Weigh your options. You know, if I don't have the surgery, what's going to happen? If I do have the surgery, what's going to happen? You know, and like I said, sometimes things have gotten a little bit too advanced to even our home herbs don't work. But like I said, I take herbs just to kind of keep me. I like the way they make me feel. You guys, I'm going to get out of here. Oh yes, drive safely, sister. I'm gonna get. Hey, she, good to see you, sweetie. You've been over there talking about finances a lot. Every time I've been watching you in the morning. Every time I turn on, he talking about money. You're gonna have to talk to me about that. I saw you driving in your truck. But anyway, you guys, I got to get out of here. Peace.